Subaru is the automobile manufacturing division of Japanese transportation conglomerate Fuji Heavy Industries, the 22nd biggest automaker by production worldwide in 2012. Subaru is known for its use of the boxer engine layout in most of its vehicles above 1500 cc, as well as its use of the all-wheel drive drivetrain layout since 1972, with it becoming standard equipment for mid-size and smaller cars in most international markets as of 1996, and now standard in most North American market Subaru vehicles. The lone exception is the RWD-BRZ introduced in 2012. Subaru also offers turbocharged versions of their passenger cars, such as the Impreza WRX. Fuji Heavy Industries, the parent company of Subaru, is currently in a partial partnership with Toyota Motor Corporation, which owns 16.5% of FHI. Subaru is the Japanese name for the Pleiades star cluster, which in turn inspires the Subaru logo and alludes to the companies that merged to create FHI. History. Fuji Heavy Industries started out as the Aircraft Research Laboratory in 1915, headed by Chikuhyu Nakajima. In 1932, the company was reorganized as Nakajima Aircraft Company, Limited, and soon became a major manufacturer of aircraft for Japan during World War II. At the end of the Second World War, Nakajima Aircraft was again reorganized, this time as Fuji Sango Company, Limited. In 1946, the company created the Fuji Rabbit motor scooter with spare aircraft parts from the war. In 1950, Fuji Sango was divided into 12 smaller corporations according to the Japanese government's 1950 Corporate Credit Rearrangement Act, anti-Zaibatsu legislation, but between 1953 and 1955, 4 of these corporations and a newly formed corporation Fuji Kogyo, a scooter manufacturer. Coach builders Fuji Jidisha. Engine manufacturers Omiya Fuji Kogyo. Chassis builders Utsunomiya Sheryo and the Tokyo Fuji Dango Trading Company decided to merge to form the Fuji Heavy Industries known today. Kenji Kita, CEO of Fuji Heavy Industries at the time, wanted the new company to be involved in car manufacturing and soon began plans for building a car with a development code name P1. Mr. Kita canvassed the company for suggestions about naming the P1, but none of the proposals were appealing enough. In the end, he gave the car a Japanese name that he had been cherishing in his heart, Subaru, which is the name of the Pleiades star cluster in Japanese. The first Subaru car was named the Subaru 1500. Only 20 P1s were manufactured owing to multiple supply issues. From 1954 to 2008, the company designed and manufactured dozens of vehicles including the 1500, the tiny air-cooled 360, the Sambar, the 1000, the A2, the Rex and the Leone, the Brat, El Chiun, the Legacy, the Impreza, the Forester, the Tribeca, the Exiga, and the BRZ. Major shareholders. Nissan acquired a 20% stake in 1968 during a period of government-ordered merging of the Japanese auto industry in order to improve competitiveness under the administration of Prime Minister Eisaku Sato. Nissan would utilize FHI's bus manufacturing capability and expertise for their Nissan diesel line of buses. In turn, many Subaru vehicles, even today, use parts from the Nissan manufacturing Keiretsu. The Subaru automatic transmission, known as the 4E8E, is also used in the first-generation Nissan Pathfinder. Speculation has suggested Subaru introduced Renault to Nissan, when Renault asked for assistance in all-wheel drive technology, and when FHI told Renault to discuss their plans with Nissan. The discussions may have been a contributing factor to the currently successful Renault-Nissan alliance. Upon Nissan's acquisition by Renault, its 20% stake was sold to General Motors in 1999. Troy Clark, of General Motors, served as representative to Fuji Heavy Industries on their corporate board. During that time, the Subaru Forester was sold as a Chevrolet Forester in India in exchange for the Opel Zafira being sold as a Subaru Travic in Japan. Also, the Chevrolet Borrego concept was presented in 2002, a crossover coupe pickup truck being derived from the Japanese market legacy turbo platform. During the brief General Motors period, a badge-engineered Impreza was sold in the United States as the Saab 9-2X. An SUV was also planned but the Saab version did not proceed, and styling was recycled in the 2008 Trabeca refresh. On October 5, 2005, Toyota Motor Corporation purchased 8.7% of FHI shares from General Motors, which had owned 20.1% since 1999. GM later divested its remaining 11.4% stake on the open market to sever all ties with FHI. FHI previously stated there might have been 27 million shares acquired before the start of trading by an unknown party on October 6, 2005, and speculation suggested a bank or perhaps another automaker was involved. After the purchase, Toyota announced a contract with Subaru on March 13, 2006 to use the underutilized Subaru manufacturing facility in Lafayette, Indiana, as well as plans to hire up to 1,000 workers and set aside an assembly line for the Camry, beginning in the second quarter of 2007. Subaru in the United States. Subaru of America was established in 1968 in Philadelphia by Malcolm Bricklin and Harvey Lamb. It relocated to Pennsauken, New Jersey, shortly thereafter and moved to its current headquarters in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, when Fuji Heavy Industries acquired full ownership. Subaru of America operates regional offices, zone offices and parts distribution centers throughout the United States. Subaru of America also operates port facilities on both the West and East Coast. In 1989, Subaru and then-partner Isuzu opened a joint factory in Lafayette, Indiana, called Subaru Isuzu Automotive, Incorporated, or SIA, which initially manufactured the Subaru Legacy and Isuzu Rodeo. In 2001, Isuzu sold their stake in the plant to FHI for $1 due to flagging sales and it was renamed Subaru of Indiana Automotive, Incorporated. SIA has been designated a backyard wildlife habitat by the National Wildlife Federation and has achieved a zero landfill production designation. Subaru in Canada. In 1976, Canadians got their first exposure to Subaru vehicles when Subaru Auto Canada Limited began offering the Subaru Leone. In 1989, the privately owned SACL was purchased by the Toronto-based Subaru Canada, Incorporated, who, under the guidance of parent company Fuji Heavy Industries, began an expansion process that would eventually see over 100 Subaru dealers in operation across the country. Subaru Canada, Incorporated is a wholly owned subsidiary of Fuji Heavy Industries of Japan. Headquartered in Mississauga, Ontario, the company markets and distributes Subaru vehicles, parts and accessories through a network of 88 authorized dealers throughout Canada. Subaru in the Philippines. Subaru has entered the Philippine operations started in 1996 under the Colombian Motors Philippines ownership but withdrew in 2000. It returned in 2006 under a new ownership by Motor Image Pilipinas Incorporated. The Impreza has become a popular hatchback as an alternative to the Mazda 3. The Subaru Forester gained quick popularity in the country due to its relatively low price, even providing a harder competition to the extremely popular Honda CR-V and Mazda CX-7. The Subaru Legacy and Outback are also doing very well, as a much cheaper alternative to German luxury cars. Subaru has 6 dealerships in the country: Green Hills, Fort Bonifacio, Alabang, Davao, Cebu and Pampanga. Motor Image Pilipinas, Incorporated, part of Motor Image Group, the company markets and distributes Subaru vehicles, parts and accessories through a network of 6 dealerships in the Philippines. Marketing efforts. In the 1970s, the company decided to expand its model range from small carry-class vehicles like the Rex and Sambar and begin to develop larger, mainstream passenger cars like the Leone, and when Subaru continued in their efforts, and introduced the Legacy in 1989, it was a sales success and a new direction for the company. Subaru decided to offer more products due to the Plaza Accord Agreement of 1985 which made the value of the yen stronger in exchange rates to the dollar, which had an effect on Subaru sales in the USA. The creation of the Legacy was influenced by Subaru's desire to compete with successful Japanese carmakers Toyota, Nissan and Honda, and the Legacy was targeted against the Camry, Stanza, and Accord. The Legacy was considered mainstream in its appearance and a departure from previous vehicles, which had earned a reputation of being quirky. Subaru continued their new direction with the controversially styled LG XT, the GT six-cylinder SVX, and the Impreza. From 1995 to 2000, Subaru ran a series of advertisements for the newly developed Subaru Outback which starred Paul Hogan as his Crocodile Dundee film character. The advertisements were intended to highlight Subaru's all-wheel drive, and depicted the Outback in a number of rugged Australian locations. The tagline "The world's first sport utility wagon" was successfully used by Subaru, though the AMC Eagle had tried much the same idea, with less success in the 1980s. Before the Outback was introduced, Subaru sold a badge-engineered Isuzu Trooper in Japan as the Subaru Bighorn. Some of the advertising slogans Subaru has used in the past include, "Inexpensive, and built to stay that way, the world's favorite four-wheel drive, plus on y pence, plus on a lagout de la candeur of driving it in French Quebec, we built our reputation by building a better car, what to drive, the beauty of all-wheel drive, driven by what's inside, think, feel, drive, love. It's what makes Subaru, a Subaru, and currently confidence in motion in North America, all for the driver in Australia, and uncommon engineering, uncommon stability, uncommon road holding, uncommon sense in the UK." As a result of this refocused advertising campaign, Subaru products began to attract a following among the young and educated, who saw the car as a practical alternative to the SUV craze. Subaru has historically been popular in the northeastern United States, as well as the Pacific Northwest. According to Automotive Lease Guide, Subaru ranked second place in vehicles that have the highest overall predicted resale values among all industry and all luxury vehicles for May 2009. The awards are derived after carefully studying segment competition, historical vehicle performance and industry trends. According to a study done by J.D. Power and Associates, for the 2008 Customer Retention Study, Subaru ranked at 50.5%, which was above the national average of 48%. Harman Kardon is currently the audio supplier for Subaru products worldwide. Hakkeigo no Pleiades. Subaru launched an animation series Hakkeigo no Pleiades developed jointly with Gainax. The four-part mini-episode series was released on YouTube on February 1, 2011. It featured a magical girl plot with Subaru as a leading protagonist. Motorsports. Subaru Rally Team Japan led by Noriyuki Kosaki ran Subaru Leone Cooper Copyright, Sedan DL, RX and RX Turbo in the World Rally Championship between 1980 and 1989. Drivers for individual rallies included Ari Vaughton, Per Eklund, Schklamata, Mike Kirkland, Possum Bourne and Harold DeMott. Mike Kirkland finished 6th overall and won the A Group at the 1986 Safari Rally. That year Subaru was one of the only manufacturers combining 4WD and turbo after Audi's successful Quattro system had been introduced in 1980, but Audi withdrew from the WRC after safety concerns and Ford's serious accident early in the 1986 season. Subaru changed the rally model to Legacy RS for the 1990–1992 period and took part in the first complete season in the World Rally Championship with the same model in 1993. Modified versions of the Impreza WRX and WRXT have been competing successfully in rallying. Drivers Colin McRae, Richard Burns and Petter Solberg have won World Rally Championship drivers' titles with the Subaru World Rally Team, and Subaru took the manufacturer's title 3 years in a row from 1995 to 1997. Subaru's World Rally Championship cars are prepared and run by ProDrive, the highly successful British motorsport team. Several endurance records were set in the early and mid-90s by the Subaru legacy. Subaru was briefly involved in Formula One circuit racing when it bought a controlling interest in the tiny Italian Colony team for the 1990 season. The Colony 3B's 12-cylinder engine was badged as a Subaru and shared the boxer layout with the company's own engines, but was an existing design built by Italian firm Motori Moderni. The cars were overweight and underpowered and the partnership broke down before the season finished. With the rise of rally racing, and the import scene in the US, The introduction of the highly anticipated Subaru Impreza WRX in 2001 was successful in bringing high-performance, AWD compact cars into the sports car mainstream. Subaru supplies a factory-backed team, Subaru Rally Team USA for Rally America, and has won the driver's title 6 times, most recently in 2011 with David Higgins. On May 4, 2012, Subaru Rally Team USA announced that a new rallycross team, Subaru Puma Rallycross Team USA, will participate in the 2012 Global Rallycross Championship season with Dave Mirra, Bucky Laysk, and Sverre Isaksson. On December 16, 2008, it was announced that Subaru would no longer be competing in the World Rally Championships. The decision was taken by Subaru, a Euro unregistered trademark S parent company, Fuji Heavy Industries, partly as a result of the economic downturn but also because it was felt Subaru had achieved its sporting and marketing objectives. Mr. Okuomori denied that alterations to the WRC technical regulations in 2010 or a rumored deterioration in the working relationship with ProDrive had any impact on the decision. He also said that the possibility of a Subaru car back in the top category of WRC in the future is not zero, but for this moment there can be no assumption of a comeback. Starting in 2006, Subaru of America, as the official distributor of Subaru vehicles in the United States, participates in the Subaru road racing team with a Subaru Legacy 2.5 GT Spec B in the Grand Am Street Tuner class. In 2010, SRT campaigns a Subaru Impreza WRX STI in the Grand Sport class. In 2011, SRT switched from the hatchback to a 2011 Subaru Impreza WRX STI sedan. Diesel. The 2007 Frankfurt International Motor Show saw Subaru introduce a horizontally opposed, water-cooled, common rail turbo diesel using a variable geometry turbocharger called the Subaru EE engine, the first of its type to be fitted to a passenger car. Volkswagen had previously experimented with this idea during the 1950s, and made two air-cooled boxer prototype diesel engines that were not turbocharged, and installed one engine in a Type 1 and another in a Type 2. The Subaru engine was rated at 110 kilowatt and 350 Nm with a displacement of 2.0 liters. In March 2008, Subaru offered the Legacy sedan and wagon and the Outback wagon with the 2.0-liter turbo diesel and the EU with a 5-speed manual transmission only. In September 2008, Subaru announced that the diesel Forester and diesel Impreza will be introduced at the 2008 Paris Motor Show, with Forester sales to begin October 2008 and diesel Impreza sales to start January 2009. The Forester and Impreza will have a 6-speed manual transmission only, whereas the Legacy and Outback have 5-speed manual transmissions only. United States Environmental Protection Agency fuel economy estimated is City Rangers, 32.70 mpg US, 33.60 mpg US, Highway Rangers, 45.20 mpg US, 49.0 mpg US. New technology. Since the 2005 model year, Subaru has adopted the controller Euro area network bus technology for the USA and Canada markets. Starting in the 2007 model year, all Subaru vehicles use the CAN technology. Typically, two CAN buses are used on vehicles, a high-speed CAN running at 500 kbits for powertrain communication, and a low-speed CAN running at 125 kbits for body control functions and instrument panels. A body-integrated unit is used between these two networks. Historic cars, 360, 1500, 1000, R2, Elgion XT, Elgion SVX, Barger, Brat, FF1G, FF1 Star, Justy/Tulto, Leone, Sumo, Rex, Travic, Vivio, Libro, Environmental Record. Subaru claims to have implemented advanced policies which include recycling, reducing harmful emissions, and educating their employees. Continuing their efforts have helped them in their environmental initiatives. The Subaru plant in Lafayette, Indiana was the first auto assembly plant to achieve zero landfill status. Nothing from the manufacturing process goes into a landfill. The company has also developed a recycling plan for the end of life of their cars. Most of their modern products use highly recyclable materials throughout the vehicle, in the engine, transmission, suspension and elsewhere in each vehicle, leaving Subaru with a 97.3% recycling ratio rate for their end-of-life vehicles. An excerpt from the Subaru website stated in 2006, SIA was awarded the United States Environmental Protection Agency's Gold Achievement Award as a top achiever in the agency's WasteWise program to reduce waste and improve recycling. The website also stated that it also became the first U.S. automotive assembly plant to be designated a wildlife habitat. Subaru currently offers a partial zero-emissions vehicle certified Legacy, Outback, Impreza and Forester models which are available for sale anywhere in the U.S. Subaru PZEV vehicles meet California's Super Ultra Low Emission Vehicle Exhaust Emission Standard. All other models have been certified LEV2. Electric vehicles. In June 2006, Fuji Heavy Industries, Incorporated launched its Subaru Stellar plug-in electric vehicle, which is a carry car equipped with a lithium-ion battery pack. The vehicle has a short range of 56 miles, but it actually costs more than the Mitsubishi i-MiEV, at a 4,380,000 yen, including Japanese government consumption taxes with an exemption of $2,240. It will also qualify for a rebate from the Japanese government of up to $14,200, bringing the price down to $30,660. The vehicle is much like the i-MiEV, with a 47-kilowatt motor and a quick charge capability, but the two-door mini car has a boxy shape. FHI plans to start delivery in late July and plans to sell 170 vehicles by March 2010. In Japan, Subaru is also currently testing two electric vehicles called the Subaru G4e and the Subaru A1e. The Subaru Hybrid Tourer concept is a four-seat vehicle with gull-wing doors that combines a 2-liter, turbocharged, direct-injection gasoline engine with a continuously variable transmission and two axle-mounted motors. A lithium-ion battery pack provides energy storage for the vehicle. Current models: North America, Oceania, Middle East, Japan. Subaru models: BRZ, Exige, Forester, Impreza, Impreza WRX and Impreza WRX STI, Outback Sports/Gravel Express/RV, Subaru Tribeca SUV, Subaru Crosstrek 15, Impreza 15. Legacy/Liberty, Outback/Grand Wagon/Lancaster. Subaru WRX STI, DEX. The following models are sold in Asia and Europe. In Japan, they are in the carry car class, with either front or all-wheel drive, and a straight engine. Plio, R1, R2, Simba, Stella. An article posted by Autoblog on April 16, 2008 stated that due to the corporate investment by Toyota, all carry cars built by Subaru will be replaced by Daihatsu models beginning in 2010. Concept cars: Subaru SRD1, 1996. Subaru Exige, Subaru B9 Scrambler, Subaru B11S, Subaru B5 TPH, Subaru VIZIV. December 4, 2007 saw an article claiming that Subaru was considering building a motorcycle, called the Subaru HS500, with a single-cylinder 500cc engine producing 50 HP. Subaru HS500, see also. ProDrive Motorsport teams selected by Subaru to run their World Rally Team, Subaru Technica International, list of Subaru engines, list of Subaru transmissions, Subaru EA engine series, Subaru EF engine series, Subaru EJ engine series, references. External links: official websites for Australia, a Euro Europe, a Euro Global, a Euro Japan, a Euro UK, a Euro US, Fuji Heavy Industries, Subaru Technica International, Subaru at DMOZ, Subaru at the Internet Movie Cars Database.